Hello and welcome to English Parliamentary News. I'm Afia Al-Jufri. In this edition, we'll present all the latest and interesting information around the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. The House encourages the President Joko Widodo and the Vice President Ma'ruf Amin to focus on continuing the development to make it evenly distributed throughout the country in order to improve the country's welfare. After attending the inauguration of Joko Widodo and Ma'ruf Amin as the President and Vice President of the Republic of Indonesia for the 2019 to 2024 term, Member of the House ANSAR AHMAD says good infrastructure will positively contribute to the investment climate, as this will facilitate easier access for investors in investing in Indonesia. ANSAR AHMAD hopes Joko Widodo and Ma'ruf Amin will improve the economy that benefiting the people.
Baik itu aspek investasi, aspek ekonomi, infrastruktur sangat menentukan. Ketika infrastruktur di negeri ini lebih baik, maka akan memudahkan para investor untuk menanamkan modalnya di negara kita.
Meanwhile, Member of the House Muhammad Nasir Jamil hopes in the President's second term, President Joko Widodo will able to boost the government's productivity, especially in improving the people's welfare, considering many Indonesians still live below the poverty line.
Terutama soal kemiskinan, soal penegakan hukum dan pemberantasan korupsi, dan juga bagaimana kemudian meningkatkan taraf hidup masyarakat Indonesia akan lebih baik.
TVA Parliament Team reports. The House encourages the Joko Widodo and Ma'ruf Amin administration to improve people's welfare by creating job opportunities and combating poverty. Met after attending the inauguration of the 2019 to 2024 President and Vice President, Ali TAHER demands the Joko Widodo administration to be able to reduce the center and regional social inequality. He also demands the government to do community mapping so poverty can be well measured. In implementing the government's program, Ali TAHER also demands the President to appoint competent ministers who understand the people's need.
Mapping terhadap persoalan kemiskinan itu jauh sangat penting, ya. Baik kemiskinan ada di kota maupun kemiskinan di desa, itu perlu ada mapping kembali sehingga target dan sasaran program untuk pengentaskan miskin dari waktu ke waktu itu menjadi lebih masif, lebih terukur sehingga tingkat penyelesaian problematika kemiskinan itu dapat bisa diatasi dengan baik pada periode kedua ini.
Member of the House for the 2019 to 2024 legislative term, SYAMSURIZAL says the government needs to increase their effort to boost the economy and improve the people's welfare. The government also has to take more effort in creating job opportunities. Moreover, he says optimum effort is also needed to attract more investors to Indonesia.
Barangkali upaya pemerintah untuk meningkatkan kualitas hidup masyarakat masih perlu dilakukan, yakni bagaimana meningkatkan kehidupan ekonomi masyarakat, ya, terutama masyarakat yang berpendapatan rendah, ya, saat ini masih sangat memerlukan peluang-peluang kerja. Saya kira ini merupakan cara yang paling terbaik bagi pemerintah bagaimana meningkatkan peluang kerja. Oleh karena itu, solusinya tidak ada jalan lain, barangkali di kementerian di bidang investasi atau Badan Investasi Nasional barangkali perlu bekerja keras.
TVA Parliament Team reports. The House encourages President Joko Widodo in his second term to fulfill the strategic program, the Nawacita, that had not been completed in his first term. House member for 2019-2024 legislative term, EGAHNI asserts the President Joko Widodo has done quite good and successful works. However, there are still many government programs that have not been resolved in his previous term. For that, EGAHNI expects in this 2019-2024 term, Joko Widodo Ma'ruf Amin administration will fulfill the Nawacita program.
Bersamaan dengan itu, kami memiliki harapan dan kami yakin dan percaya dapat menjalankan tugas ini untuk menghantarkan Indonesia melakukan lompatan-lompatan perubahan yang luar biasa di periode yang kedua ini. Sehingga Indonesia benar-benar menjadi negara yang maju karena sumber daya manusianya unggul.
House member for the 2019-2024 legislative term, Puteri Komarudin hopes the government will realize his promises outlined in the Nawacita for the upcoming 5 years, especially regarding to economic growth, employment, poverty, law enforcement, and corruption eradication.
Harapannya adalah duet Pak Jokowi dan Pak Ma'ruf dapat mendorong kembali pertumbuhan ekonomi kita yang walaupun stabil namun tentu bisa kita tingkatkan lagi gitu di tengah gejolak ekonomi global. Terus kita juga berharap Pak Jokowi dan Pak Ma'ruf tetap bisa mengakomodir seluruh elemen masyarakat secara adil.
Andri TV Parliament reports. After being inaugurated on the 20th October 2019, members of the House of Representatives urged President Joko Widodo and Vice President Ma'ruf Amin to immediately run the government. Met before attending the inauguration of the President and Vice President for the 2019 to 2024 term in the Nusantara II building of the House, Jakarta, House member KAMRUSSAMAD demands President Joko Widodo to realize the promises he made in the 2019 election campaign, as well as the work program that had not been realized in his previous period. So the President Joko Widodo will fulfill all hopes and trust from the people.
Presiden Jokowi segera memenuhi janji-janjinya pada kampanye yang lalu dan juga janji-janji di periode pertama yang tidak sempat terpenuhi. Karena apapun namanya, rakyat telah mencatat sebagai sebuah komitmen Presiden kepada rakyatnya sehingga rakyat memberikan harapan besar kepada beliau untuk memimpin negeri ini 5 tahun ke depan.
Member of the House, YOHANIS LEMA hopes President Joko Widodo and the Vice President Ma'ruf Amin to continue to pay attention and develop eastern part of Indonesia, not only by improving the infrastructure but also advancing the index of human development, tourism, and the economic prosperity of the people in the East Indonesia.
Masyarakat yang memiliki akses terhadap air bersih, listrik dan penerangan, pemukiman yang layak, dan juga infrastruktur yang bisa mendekatkan pusat-pusat atau sentra-sentra produksi pertanian dan peternakan ini kepada pasar.
Rohim Ferdian and Christio TV Parliament report. Members of the House assess human resources development must be realized with firm step by the Joko Widodo and Ma'ruf Amin administration in the next 5 years. This vision and mission must be supported by all. Speaking before the inauguration ceremony for the President and the Vice President for the 2019 to 2024 period in Nusantara II building, Jakarta, member of the House, ST Wijayanti says human resources development plan of the Joko Widodo and Ma'ruf Amin administration has been stated in the National Medium-Term Development Plan or RPGMN, ranging from education, healthcare, and welfare plan. ST Wijayati conveys the support for human resource development has to adjust with the current conditions of the country.
Sektor-sektor yang sangat membutuhkan perhatian untuk pemberdayaan perempuan dan anak juga masih sangat minim dengan anggaran. Sementara kalau kita bicara masa depan bangsa ini, maka perempuan dan anak mengambil peran penting di situ. Termasuk anak-anak kita adalah pemilik masa depan bangsa ini.
Member of the House, Siti Mufataha also stresses the importance of improving the quality of human resources to support infrastructure projects that were built in the previous term. According to her, improving the quality of human resources should not only be implemented in the formal sector, but also in the informal sector, such as for farmers, fishermen, entrepreneurs, and other informal sectors who play a role in supporting the economy.
Saat ini yang mungkin tingkat pendidikannya masih kurang dan memang sudah usianya sudah tidak bisa lagi menempuh pendidikan, artinya sudah tua-tua begitu, perlu ditingkatkan juga untuk memberikan pelatihan-pelatihan khusus bidangnya dia.
TVA Parliament team reports. The House encourages Joko Widodo along with his cabinet to realize human resources improvement programs and equitable developments. Speaking while attending the inauguration ceremony for the President and Vice President for the 2019 to 2024 period, member of the House, Ali TAHER hopes in his second term, President Joko Widodo can realize his political promises such as law enforcement, increasing the economic growth, increasing the quality of human resources, and equitable development. Ali TAHER also hopes the unity and integrity of the nation, which had been disrupted due to dissent, could be re-established after the inauguration of the President Joko Widodo.
Di antara janji-janji itu adalah penegakan hukum, kemudian menyatukan kembali semua kelompok yang terbelah dalam konsep negara kesatuan Republik Indonesia, pertumbuhan ekonomi yang memadai, pemerataan pembangunan, kemudian pengembangan pembinaan dan sumber daya manusia yang terkelola dengan baik, terukur dan terstruktur, meningkatkan kembali pembangunan di sektor daerah-daerah tertinggal, terluar dan terpencil. Itu sangat penting.
Member of the House Ratna Juwita Sari says it's time to develop our mindset to advance Indonesia human resources so the ideals of Indonesia can be realized with a good quality and superior human resources. According to her, the character education in Indonesia must be a top priority and be improved considering the shifting Eastern culture. She also hopes the Islamic boarding school draft law can be finished in the upcoming period to advance our human resources.
Memang adil itu tidak harus sama, tapi bagaimana masyarakat itu bisa merasa tercukupi di segala sektor, yang petani juga bisa sejahtera, yang guru juga bisa sejahtera, yang usahawan juga bisa sejahtera. Itulah parameter dari keberhasilan menurut saya.
TVA Parliament Team report. Infrastructure is one major homework for the Jokowi Ma'ruf Amin administration. The House of Representatives encourages the government to continue various infrastructure developments equally in all regions in Indonesia. Speaking at the inauguration ceremony for the President and the Vice President for the 2019 to 2024 period, Joko Widodo and Ma'ruf Amin, member of the House for the 2019 to 2024 period, Muhammad Arah says, in the previous term, Jokowi has not put focus on infrastructure completely. Aras hopes the program will continue so a number of development can be felt by the community. According to him, railroad development is highly expected for the people of Seoul, Sulawesi, considering that this is the first development that has been carried out by the government to improve the community economy.
Dengan pembangunan kereta api yang sampai hari ini belum tuntas dan diharapkan bahwa tahun 2020 sudah bisa digunakan oleh masyarakat Sulawesi Selatan.
Member of the House for the 2019 to 2024 period, Tamanuri says infrastructure progress has been increasingly visible and can be felt by almost communities in the region where the government continues to carry out development, especially connectivity. Tamanuri also asserts the interregional connectivity must be continued so that economic improvement can be felt. The development that has not been completed has to be preceded in order to improve the equitable development.
Setiap pulau itu sudah ada penghubung dari ujung ke ujung dengan namanya jalan tol. Nah, dengan jalan ini maka secara lambat laun tingkat perekonomian akan lebih lancar lagi.
TVA Parliament Team report. Speaking while attending the inauguration ceremony for the President Joko Widodo and the Vice President Ma'ruf Amin, member of the House for the 2019 to 2024 legislative term, Abdul Haris Al-Masyari says Indonesia should improve the welfare of its people in the next 5 years. Abdul Haris says the President must increase their effort in safeguarding the state sovereignty in the border region by increasing the welfare of the people. He demands the government to improve the quality of main equipment and weapon system or alutsista to compete with other countries.
Ke depan, saya melihat bahwa dari aspek keamanan mungkin perlu kita tingkatkan lagi daya dukung untuk mengamankan kedaulatan negara Indonesia, dalam hal ini TNI. Saya kira masih harus ada upaya lebih lagi untuk memajukan TNI kita menjadi tentara yang profesional sehingga mampu mengamankan kedaulatan negara kita dari berbagai ancaman.
The Parliament member Mulyanto reminds the President Joko Widodo to strengthen the national innovation system in order to enhance the economic growth based on quality human resources.
so that the Indonesian economy can be more developed.
Paling tidak ada 3 PR besar Jokowi yang perlu pemerintah ini fokus menyelesaikannya di masa periode kedua ini. Yang pertama adalah terkait dengan pertumbuhan ekonomi. Dengan jujur harus kita akui, kalau dibandingkan dengan target RPJMN di tahun 2019 ini yang 8%, masih terpaut jauh ya.
TVA Parliamentary report.
And that rounds up this edition of English Parliamentary News. On behalf of all the crew of TV Parliament, we would like to thank you for your attention. We will meet again in the next edition of English Parliamentary News. From me, Afia Jufri, once again, thanks for watching and goodbye.